I've created a series about some of the most talked about marketing trends for 2023. As a content creator myself, I wanted to discuss with guests the impact that this will have on the market. Have a listen to the conversation and see if you agree with us or not.
Honestly, small things, even something like emoji communication, like what kind of emoji you use. And it like goes down to some...
My favorite is that hugging face emoji. It's I appreciate this. It's like, oh, thank you.
I do love the blush one.
The blush one?
Like blush, like it's kind of like nice, true smile. I don't like the like this Lego smile, like just normal emoji like.
The Lego smile.
Yeah, that we call like Lego smile basically. It's kind of it's. I thought it's just my impression, but it is seen by many as a passive aggressive emoji.
Oh really?
Yeah. So yeah, you may want to read about it. Like you may want to read about it as well.
Sounds
yeah,
good.
and honestly, I just thought it's just me, but it turned out no, it's not just me. It's actually quite a few people in the world. Right.
Hey.
But I mean, like, that's
I never would have thought to research
yeah,
that.
but they're like small things. Like I recently just used this emoji in like some kind of like feedback, and I was like, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Because you used this emoji. Are you really okay?" Like, oh my god, like yeah, I just like I was quick with it, like but then I found out okay, we don't really use this emoji somehow.
Okay, remove from vocab.
And then I used it as like, oh well, okay, that could have like
It's why
some suspicion.
yeah.
But other than that, I mean, to be appreciated as a remote worker, to feel somehow connected with the company, and to like that you're appreciated, that your ideas are appreciated, even if you really can't execute them just yet, right? This like level of company, but it's just like at least like to be listened to, not just heard, listened to, not just heard, listened to.
Yeah.
That is super important. Also to me as an employer, that I listen to, that I understand a lot of situations.
Because sometimes you can't put yourself in the employee's shoes because you haven't been an employee for a while. So we come from two polar opposite things. So you come from the top down, hey, imagine how I felt when I was an employee, how I would not want to be treated now. And I come from an employer of like, hey, could you put yourself in my shoes? Would you be able to say, hey, I've done yeah, I think that, everyone's, okay in the team kind of thing. Like the biggest thing for me, like obviously I'm a talker and everyone that knows me knows that. So when we have these calls or daily meetings or something like that, getting me off the call the quickest is the best, because when I've said my piece and got the ideas out there, should not keep me talking. So when it comes to clear communication, I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I'm always making sure that what I'm saying is what's going to happen. So when you have clear and honest, transparent communication, you are just going to get you're going to resonate much more with the team, with whoever you're dealing with, or whether you're a client, product, not a product itself, but when you're dealing with those environments, you can reach the end goal much faster than having to bounce back and forth or have to, did this person comprehend what I said? Is everything going to be the way it is? And then you end up doing the work, or you end up finishing that report, and it's like, no, that's not what we asked for. And then you have to go back. It just prolongs the workflow, and then you end up having to repeat yourself or do it again, or do it to the liking of the person, just because there was some miscommunication and a misstep somewhere. So mitigating that throughout the procedure, when in your case you're like, right, how would I like this to be done? If you're able to convey what you want in such a way, and they're like, right, just to confirm, it's this, and you say, yeah, perfect, then you're on the same page, and you're not gonna have to go back on it.
And that's a challenge of remote work, because like companies, managers, employers that were used to just go like, okay, just knocking your door. It's like, hey, I want this. Now you need to work with people on like various languages, various locations, various time zones. You need to have this transparency.
Yeah.
You need to be crystal clear in your expectations as a manager, but you also need to be like understanding. You need to be
Understanding key there, yeah.
And that's like something that with like remote work, yeah, I'm saying about procedures, and that's important. You have to do it, like you should do it. But end of the day, you need to be a human, like honestly, like a human manager.
Yeah, because if you can relate to the person, you put yourself in their shoes, you're going to be a bit more empathetic towards that person. And that works on across the board in all walks of life.
Yeah.
So, are you being appreciated in your job? And if not, let us know down below why you are not. Curious to find out what's coming up? Make sure you're subscribed to the channel with these bell notifications enabled to be alerted the minute the next episode in the series drops. In that case, have a good one.